Aqua gang, gang, gang. Look how close that fire is to my finger. Ciao. What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message. Okay, I guess some people got to touch the fire to know that shit is hot. Okay. What's up, y'all? I hope you're doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Let us know what's going on. This is going to be a message in reference to things ending, right? What's going on? What's been going on since you've been gone, or since things have been in disengagement? Okay, that is the title that I was hearing, like, since you've been gone. Give us additionally what we need to know, holy angels and spirit guides, okay, for my Aquarius soul family, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. The messages, in fact, are general, okay? This might not be your message for today. It does feel very specific, like almost like a personal. So I'll be surprised to see those of you who actually resonate with this or resonate with the energy that's currently coming up. Okay, keep in mind that tarot is fluid, guys, right? So again, don't force anything to fit. Use your intuition to guide you towards the messages that are here for you today and leave the rest, all right? It might be fluid. This could be something that has already unfolded, but it does feel like there's a lot of future energy that I'm getting as well. Like a lot of emotions and or feelings of this person that are either just approaching them or not here just yet. Okay, right. So very first card out, the energy surrounding this person initially from the very jump, when things ended or when things begin to fall apart, is the phrase that they're using, is regret. Okay, I don't get that they show that. They keep a very strong front is what I'm hearing. Like a very subdued kind of front. That is the phrase that they're using. So this person does not show how they actually feel. In fact, they like to show the opposite. So this person, if you would have told them that you're done, or if you would have tried to have the conversation with them about moving in separate directions or moving away from them, or if you just disconnected yourself, it's going to be different for all of you how this ended or how this ending came. They just kind of let you walk away without saying how they actually feel. Now, the funny part or the gag is, I feel like this is something that you figured out about this person on your own. I don't admit when I'm wrong, but they feel like you're none the wiser, right? Like nobody is none the wiser. Like they feel like they get away with it. They get away with pretending to be something that they're not. So this is somebody who wants to feign indifference. This is somebody who wants to appear as if they are cool, as if it is what it is, right? But deep down on the inside, they are admitting to themselves that they don't admit when they're wrong, but they'll never say it out loud, is basically what they're saying, okay? So I think that's a song by Kelly Clarkson, right? Since You've Been Gone. That is the title that I kept hearing. That is the title for several readings today, is what they're saying. But to stay on par with your reading in particular, I feel like I heard Since You've Been Gone as the title, but the song that this person was singing, like as I was pressing record, is by an artist named Monica, and it's called Before You Walk Out of My Life, which is weird because I feel as though they let you walk away. You see what I'm saying? I feel like they let it in. I feel like they let their pride get in the way. They didn't stop you. They did not try to fix things. You know, they just kind of let it in. They pretended as if it is what it is, or they pretended as if it's their way or the highway, or as if they would be okay with or without you, yet they have not been able to kind of get back control of their own mind. They do feel as if you are taking up a lot of space in their mental capacity. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Why are you getting ahead of us? I'm talking to your person now. Me, I'm so breast is. We get it. You want to come back. You can't get them out of your mind. But why didn't you say this shit before they were gone? Like, that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand what your game plan is. But sticking to my initial inquiry, this person's regret is very much so hidden. Okay, or they at least tried to hide it. So you would have had the thought that this person didn't care, right? That they didn't mind, or that they possibly have moved on. Even if this has something to do with somebody cheating or a third party situation, I feel like they regret taking it too far, or they possibly regret messing with other people because, you know, in their mind, you would have just kind of stuck around. Okay. I don't admit when I'm wrong. So you dead ass wrong. This coming to an end is your fault. They're admitting it, you guys, right? But not to your face. They're not admitting it out loud to anyone. Okay, this could just be a subconscious thought as well. So they might not even be able to admit it to themselves. So the initial energies, right, is regret. And that's on the inside, okay? Internal turmoil, but on the outside, they've kind of just been waiting, acting as if you're the one that needs to fix this, right? You're the one that needs to bring justice to this, bring harmony to this, balance things out. We have the Two of Swords. So here's the thing, right? Because this person is stubborn and they don't like to admit when they're wrong, then they had to just kind of act like they were waiting for you to fix it. They were waiting for you to come back around. They were waiting for you to say something. They were waiting for you to apologize. They were waiting for you to extend an olive branch, or they were waiting for you to give them an out, is what I'm hearing. So even though they know that they're wrong, they wait for people to give them an out, meaning instead of coming in and expecting them because they're wrong to give you the apology, you instead make an excuse for them as to why this disgusting behavior or whatever this energy was that brought things to an end was okay, right? Why you may have deserved it, even though you know for a fact you did not deserve it. They kind of wait for people to give them an out to make it okay. So I do feel like internally they definitely knew that this was a lot different than any other time that the two of you would have broken up or decided to go your separate ways, because for some of you, this is a cycle. And then on the other hand, they also are recognizing that they would have to admit they're wrong, right? Which is a stab wound to their ego in order to actually show up and not be the one waiting, if that makes sense. They are in the position of the person who is waiting. Make this right and fix it. Was their mindset. Now, I do feel like that energy, that stubbornness, that arrogance turned into regret quickly, because you weren't like on the fence about this. You stood 10 toes down on this. You have either stayed away or they've been waiting for a really, really long time. So I feel like the regret, even though it was more on a subconscious level, it is starting to creep up into their consciousness. So when things initially ended, right, their thoughts was the 10 of Cups, right? Because this person did deem you to be a lot of work. That does not have to be the truth. They felt like you were a lot. I feel like this person gets into relationships and they're able to ride the fence. And I also feel like they get into connections where they're not really held accountable, or they're not held to a certain standard. But with you, in order to have you, they had to reach this. They had to pour into you. They had to invest. They had to do things that will also make you happy and them happy. And they didn't like it. So they are looking at this as like a double-edged sword, because they didn't like what they had to put in, but they also loved what they were getting out of it. Ace of Cups. So they are also recognizing how much you poured into this, but they would have much rather just to get that without having to do anything. So initially they were happy because it felt like a weight off their shoulders. It felt like, well, shit, now I don't have to worry about calling somebody. Now I don't have to worry about what I'm wearing out the house. Now I don't have to worry about, you know, people who want to talk to me while I'm out, right? Like, now I don't have to worry about, like, worrying about somebody else's feelings. I don't even have to focus on that. I don't have to plan dates. I don't have to get ready for dates. I don't have to do my motherfucking hair. I don't have to, you know, whatever the things were, right, that they would have to do in order to, you know, fulfill you or present themselves to you properly, or in order to give into this relationship, whatever the investments were, right? Like, those are just small examples that I'm using. You know your person better than I do. Whatever they were pouring into this, they were doing it reluctantly, okay? You weren't getting it consistently, and when they did do it, they didn't like it, right? But they also don't like being without you, so they were doing it just to shut you up, pacify you, put a band-aid on it, make you happy, that sort of thing. So I feel like initially when things ended, or when the two of you went your separate ways, they kind of enjoyed the idea of not having to do anything. But that slowly dissipates. It goes away, because when you don't do anything, you also don't get anything, bitch. The well has run dry. They're starving, okay? Dying of thirst. And even if they did try to dibble and dabble in dating with other people, and for those of you who are like, they were already fucking with other people when they were fucking with me, Empress. Okay, got it. They don't match up. It's not adding up, okay? It's giving girl math and boy math. It's giving the math ain't mathing. It's giving 4 + 4 = motherfucking billion. Huh? What? It's just not the same. So dare I say that this person thought that ending this would go a lot different than what it is going for them now, okay? Initially, they're like, cool, like, I get all my time back to myself. I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to pay no money for nothing. I don't have to do this. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. It was a whole laundry list, and they were having a good time. I will say that they were having a good time. But after a while, right, this 10 of Pentacles turns into the 7 of Pentacles, right? And if you ask me, the figure in this card doesn't look that happy. Okay, arms folded, arms crossed. It's given, okay, if we talking body language, that's given closed off. That's given not there. Okay, it's given shutting down, guarded. Which, by the way, ma'am, sir, breasts, just to talk to your person for a second, this folding of the arms, for me, they're saying that it signifies your energy towards the people you're trying to date after Aquarius. So if you're like this, there's no way that it would work with other people. There's no way that you would be receiving what it is that you're seeking from this kind of energy. They want to establish a relationship where they don't have to do anything, right? They're trying to figure it out. This is somebody who will spend more time trying to figure out how to get what they want without giving anything. And it's just wasting fucking time. It's never going to happen. Never. That's not going to happen for you. Okay. And if you were able to get away with that for as long as you have, right, depending on how old they are, it's done. The cycle is complete, my guy, my girl. Okay. You got to work for the things that you want. You don't just get shit handed to you. Still very stubborn. This is a stubborn motherfucker. This person is stubborn as shit, you guys. Okay. They are, because now they're pointing out this, right? Okay, well, whatever. Like, this doesn't feel good, but I'm not going to admit that, right? Like, I'm going to put on a cold front. I'm going to put on a front as if I'm good. I'm okay. Everything is cool, right? I'm just figuring it out. So, for someone who is so happy, okay, 10 of Cups, and felt like they could just kind of do what they want, get whatever they had in their system out while the two of you were apart, okay? And I feel like that's what transpired initially, but what didn't work out in their favor or the way that they saw it going was you being at a standstill. See, this is crossing, okay, is what they're saying. The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is already slow as fuck, but crossing or in the reverse is like at a standstill. So if you're at a standstill and they're waiting, then nothing is happening. Okay, they feel very much so out of balance. They're now like looking at it differently, but they go back and forth. Okay, Two of Swords is like, I don't really know how to feel. I don't really know how I want to feel right now. I feel sad and I feel like, damn, I might not should have done that. And then on the other hand, it's like, bitch, I wasn't wrong. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my head. Why are you even here? You left me, right? Like, so why are you even here? We're done, right? So why are you even in my mind? Why am I even thinking about you? Like, I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. If I admit that I'm wrong, then my ego is done. Like, so, yeah, nah, I'm not wrong. Ciao. What the flying figgity fuck is this? Five of Swords, okay? So this is the role they feel you played in all of this. Combative, talking back, challenging them, being a challenge for them, expecting things out of them that they don't want to do. Okay? At some point, they will change from the figure with all of the swords to a figure that is defeated because, okay, fine, you're right. You arguing with me? Fine, you're right, bitch. And by you being right, I'm out of here. Goodbye. Like, you don't, like, I'm not even going to argue with you. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm gone. And they're like, wait, But we're supposed to argue about this. We're supposed to go back and forth about this. And I feel like you didn't. You just kind of released it. You left. Ten of Pentacles, right? So they definitely feel like you left them hanging. The Ten of Pentacles is being clarified by the Hermit. There's also some parts of this person that makes me feel like because you didn't fight back with them, or because you're not arguing with them, or because you're not showing them any emotion, right? Like they're sort of like, well, you're just going to take your resources with you. You're just going to take your love with you. You're going to take all of the good things that I like. You're going to just take that with you. You're like, yeah, I'm going to keep it to my motherfucking self. Okay. Or I might give it to somebody else. Shit. I'm willing to share, bitch. You the one who didn't want to share. I might give it to somebody else. A Virgo. Capricorn or a Taurus. Lots of earth right here. You're being very practical, not emotional. They would rather you be emotional, actually, but I don't think you're doing that. And I also feel like the Ten of Pentacles signifies this person kind of trying to, they're wandering. I didn't just say that I might give it to somebody else for no reason, bitch. Okay. That might actually be your stance on things. They don't quite know. Because they don't admit when they're wrong, then they have to make up a lie. You know, they have to make up an excuse in their head why they are waiting, why they're still waiting. It absolutely has nothing to do with you just not wanting to be near them, not wanting to deal with their bullshit, not wanting to deal with the fuckery, just giving up on this low vibrational bullshit. No, that's not it. You fucking somebody else. You're with somebody else. You're dating someone else. You're giving somebody else those pentacles. They have to make up a lie. It preserves their ego. It preserves their arrogance. And dare I say their self-worth. This person puts a lot on the status that they hold when they're able to control somebody emotionally, though, okay? So with you gone and you not doing what they think you should be doing, which is turning the fuck back around and coming back, right? Okay, so this is what they feel like you should be doing. This is not what they are doing. Because I'm like, why are we getting so ahead of ourselves? Yeah, no. This is what they would like to say to you. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Well, if you're trying to get back with me, you're going to have a whole lot of making up to do. You're going to have a whole lot of groveling to do, because this should have never happened. Even though they know that they're wrong, they get to avoid accountability, and they also get to act like the victim and act like a complete and total bitch, okay? If you turn back around. And that's how they like to set it up in their head. Because if you're the one extending the olive branch, but I was wrong, then I'm going to act like, why are you here? I'm going to have an attitude, act like, you know, well, what you want? You know what I'm saying? Oh, well. What do you have to say for yourself? That's fucking crazy. That's cool. Man, I'm sorry, Russ is. It's giving Looney Tune. It is. I don't know how long they think this cat and mouse game is going to go on. Okay. They are considering it a cat and mouse game because in their mind you will be back, but I feel like that hasn't happened. So when are you going to start telling yourself the truth, Ruth? When are you going to start telling yourself the truth? Now I'm talking to your person. Like, when are you going to get out of this delusion of grandeur? When are you going to, you know, snap the fuck out of it and come back to reality with the rest of us and recognize that it's not happening? And what are you going to do about it? I mean, you could both just move on, but I don't get that they're able to do that, okay? I don't get that that's happening for them. I just don't. So, let's see here. I'm being led to this deck. The Romance Angels. This is going to tell us what they expect to happen moving forward. Let's see if they're being practical. Are they being logical? Are they using their brain? Okay. So we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You see the manipulation in that? give you a chance, bitch. I'm trying. I am trying. Okay? I feel like this whole reading I've been trying to have a coming to Jesus moment with your person, but it's just like, honey bun. What kind of alternate universe are you living in? This doesn't look bad at first glance. Let go of control issues. Yes, that's what you need to do. You need to let go of control issues. But if you read the fine print, bitch, read the fine print before you sign this contract. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And to them, that's going to allow them to believe the lie. Let things unfold naturally. Okay, so if we're going to let it unfold naturally, then I don't need to go back towards Aquarius and apologize. I don't need to make anything right. I don't need to get my shit together. Okay, I don't need to invest in myself and others. Got to just let it happen naturally. You better read that fine print. Read it. So they're still telling themselves lies, which is redonkulous. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. The last phrase, spiritual path. This came out in the reverse. So I feel like this is the type of person that rejects all kind of talk like that. You know what I mean? They don't believe in spirituality. They might be an atheist for some of you, not all of you. They might not believe in anything religious if it doesn't benefit them. You see what I'm saying? This will be the type of person who will most certainly believe in manifestations and soulmates and soul contracts and, you know, all of the spiritual lingo, okay? All of the spiritual vernacular. They may go to church, but they only do it if it is convenient for their situation. Once it starts effing with what they think they should have or what they think things should be or where they think things should go because they have control issues, then all of a sudden that's mumbo jumbo. You talking bullshit. You over there with Empress and you let her fill your head with air. How I getting it? They're like, bitch, you talking about me? Child. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith, okay, will bring you romance. Having faith. Religious factors came out in the reverse. Let's keep that in mind, okay? Because initially it wasn't working for them, okay? If they started using buzzwords on you, we're soulmates. I feel like we're meant for each other. I feel like we're meant to be together. How you just gonna breach the contract like this? I thought we were twin flames. I thought we were spiritually connected. You know what I mean? You're just going off without me? So all of that shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. They might curse like a sailor. I mean, I know I be cussing over here. I be cussing and fussing, but I feel like this reading has been a lot of cuss words. Y'all tell me, okay? Like, if you rewind it back, I think I dropped that F-bomb at least 7 times. Do they cuss like a sailor? If they don't, then they cussing and fussing now, okay? They can't believe that they're in this situation. That was BS. You told me a lie. We're not soulmates. This has nothing to do with spirituality. But then on the other hand, right, because they're confused. They are confusion. They want to abandon it. They want to not think about it. They want to not focus on it. But then they can't because you're still there. You have not released them. They have not been dismissed. Okay, so if we go to the other sword, stay optimistic then. Right now I need to have faith. Okay. So their expectations of the forward movement in this connection are represented by the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay. They are expecting the two of you to come on, to get on one accord, to have a logical conversation, even though they just said, not even 5 minutes ago, that they want you emotional. But I feel like this is just what sounds good. So this might be somebody who just speaks what's politically correct, what they think people want to hear, what they think sounds good, right? They kind of go wherever the wind blows them and whatever feels good, right? King and Queen of Swords it is a divine pair, right? So they're still going to possibly use those buzzwords. We belong together, right? Like we are a match. You are the girl or boy version of me. You're like, I'm not a girl, okay? I'm a fucking woman. Hello? Grown and full. I'm not a boy. I'm a man, right? Like, who the fuck you talking to? You see, you got to listen to this person's verbiage. You have to listen to their wording. You have to listen to how they're talking because they could be kind of slick, this one. I just feel that, right? Like that is a tactic to humble you, right? You are grown as fuck. You grown. You are grown, okay? But they want to address you as a boy. That's some disrespect. It's underhanded, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't pay attention, you could miss it. They want to address you as a girl. Now, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I have to warn you. If, and that is a big if you get in contact with Aquarius, because I ain't making you no promises, bitch. They might not even have the same number no more, okay? All the social media might be wiped. You might not be able to find them. But if you are lucky enough and you get into contact with Aquarius and you use that approach, which is passive aggression, right? Humbling another person, right? Trying to dumb you down, dumb what you think of yourself down so that they can feel like you're more approachable. You're not hot shit. Like you're not as big willy as you think you are. You're not that girl for real. You know what I'm saying? You're not that guy actually. You show his bet to be thinking all of that. They don't actually think that though, you guys, right? They have to, in your mind, you see what I'm saying? It is a dog whistle, if you will. They have to get your mind mentally. They have to, on a subconscious level, stick you, plant a seed that signifies we're on the same level. And I'm not saying that they're below you, but I'm just saying this is supposed to get you to not think so highly of yourself. And it allows them more access, or it allows them to spew whatever bullshit they got planned. Damn. Back to your person. If you try this shit, man, try it. You try it. You call them. You try to dumb down, right? Their character, their personality, or what they've achieved. You know what I'm saying? And it will be very subtle, like I just said, right? This king or queen of swords, they don't have to stay in the upright. And bitch, if they turn sideways, that's yellow. If they turn upside down, bitch, that's red. You better run. You better fucking run. Because you think you're holding on to your ego, but actually you're in danger. You are in imminent danger. I feel like they gave you an out. And now you fucking around. And you will find out if you try that. Now, you can't say I didn't warn you. Can't say I didn't warn you. I gave the brother the warning. I gave the sister the warning. You cannot say that I didn't warn you. I don't advise that you do that. And I feel like they're going to do it so eloquently, right? Even if the king and queen or swords are in the reverse, right? They are cussing, but I feel like it's so much more lethal. They're using bigger words. You want to call me a boy? You want to call me a girl? Okay, great. Let me pull out all of the vocabulary I've ever learned, okay? You're not even going to understand what the fuck I'm saying. You're going to have to go Google, schmoogle the shit that I just said to you just to find out that your ego is in the pits of hell, bitch. And then I'm going to walk away. Forever. Because you're so dumb, you don't even know what I just said. So go look it up. Search it up. Go get you an encyclopedia. Figure this shit out. And by the time you figure it out, bitch, you won't be able to find me. There is no get back. There's no rebuttals. You're done. You're finished. Finito. Stick a fork in him, bitch. He's done. I'm sorry. I just don't advise that they do that. I don't think it's safe for you. Ma'am, sir, breast says I don't. But I'm saying, it's free will. You can do what you want. Everybody can do what they want. Let's hop over to the extended, guys, okay? Let's see where this is going, y'all. All right, I want to know how they're feeling about things now. We see all the initial energy, what has transpired initially, what has gone on, and what may be occurring currently. Let's see where those that energy is heading to. I want to know, have they been involved with others since you? Have they been laying it low and spreading it wide? Are they involved with other people on a deeper level? Are there others involved on a serious level? Okay. I want to know if they are going to make any moves towards you. And if so, when? So you can be prepared. Let's see, have they changed at all? Okay. Or would their behavior change if the two of you tried again? Okay. That will allow us to know if there's been any forms of transformative energy, any transformation, any awakenings, right? We do have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is somebody who is contemplating, giving more, putting more effort, pouring in more, investing more. Let's see if that's actually serious or if they're just playing around with it. Okay. I also want to know what the outcome is. If you guys do decide to try again, how does that work? Okay. What is the outcome? Could this ever work? What do you get out of this? We'll also look to see the outcome if you move in the opposite direction, okay? I didn't have that down as one of my inquiries, but I do feel the need to tap into that as well so you can kind of know what's ahead of you if you decide to walk away from this forever, okay? And then I also want to know the advice that the divine has for you in forward movement, regardless of which decision you choose. What is their advice for you to be as successful as possible and to bring about the quality of life, the manifestations of your heart's desires in the least amount of time? We might also throw in an Ask the Universe read, but I'll have to see how they're feeling when we get over there. So without further ado, click that like button, click the subscribe button, all right, and the notification bell, guys. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.